Good morning, Dr. Seetharaman.
Good morning.
We are going to talk today on GCC and India opportunities.
That's right.
There are various opportunities in GCC for India. I would like to hear something on this from you today.
Well, the proximity and human capital investment India has made in the Gulf is a bigger advantage. In terms of bilateral trade or investment banking and finance, this is a logical relationship. Very logical and fitting. The trade is over 170 billion bilateral. Energy security is a major concern for Indian economy, and here 45% of the world oil, 20-25% of the world gas comes in. That's a very strong synergistic opportunity. Again, import export in terms of food or agricultural items, plus the overall investments, if you look at it, potentially the multi-trillion gross block of GCC is an enabler for Indian investments. In terms of banking, it's a huge relationship. And Qatar and India, we have now in the form of banking, Doha Bank. So the bigger picture is growing relationship between Gulf and India, and GCC is also working with India to have a bilateral free trade agreement. And that's the reason India has sought Saudi Arabia in 2014 February for a GCC sign-off. That will promote much bigger opportunities.
What are the opportunities for India in GCC energy sector?
Energy sector, we import oil and gas from Saudi or Qatar, and investment partnership, joint ventures, we need to inculcate. Reliance is a replication there in terms of oil and gas, and they have been exploring in the region, whether it is Oman in Bathina or Sharqiya region for natural gas, and plus they are also looking at options other countries. There could be investment partnership from both the sides. That's an opportunity. Again, when it comes to petrochemicals, fertilizers or urea or ammonia or plastics, CAFCO, which we have in Qatar, that could be again investment joint ventures can be created between these two blocks. Many downstream industries can come together for larger opportunities.
Dr. Seetharaman, can you highlight us the potential in GCC healthcare sector for Indian corporates?
Big opportunity. The government expenditure, if you look at the Gulf states, social citizenship is improving. Healthcare and education has been the core foundation, and healthcare plays a huge amount of budget outlay by all the Gulf states, and the growing younger populations, ensuring the older population also getting secured healthcare benefits. Indian companies can play a role, and again, Indian corporates who are engaged in healthcare can come in, and that's what the major opportunity. Investment partnership in India for healthcare, also with a bigger population, younger populations growing, we can create multiple state-of-the-art hospitals to have larger value advantage.
What are the opportunities for India corporates in GCC airport infrastructure?
Many opportunities. If you look at the Gulf states are embarked in urban development, airport, seaport, road, rail. There are many infrastructure creations, modernization of the existing infrastructure, and Indian infrastructure companies, leasing companies, again, those who are engaged in logistic operations, including airport, seaport development. Indian corporates have shown enormous amount of quality and commitment within India. Now they can move ahead and build this partnership, and there could be public-private partnership model in terms of investments which can come from the Gulf states for India as well.
Also, can you highlight us the other synergistic trends between India and GCC?
Airport, for example. Airport, if you look at Qatar is servicing as on day 24 million passengers. They are scaling up with new momentum, 50 million passengers. If you look at only airports, if you look at UAE, they are building a new terminal with 80 million passengers. Oman, as on date, have the capacity to service around 7.5 million, and they are going to scale up nearly 25 million. Kuwait, a similar capacity expansion is taking place. So if you look at the Gulf states, Saudi or Qatar, Saudi itself is a huge opportunity in terms of airport expansion. 3 airports are already there getting modernized, another one coming up in Taif. So growing relationship in terms of infrastructure creation. Same logic holds good for seaport, road network, multi-billion road expressways are being constructed within the GCC, across the GCC, within each and every state of GCC. Indian companies are good at it, and they can, have investment partnership to move forward.
What do you think are the key benefits of investing in GCC?
A, you have a cost-effective funding. B, you have tax-efficient system, administrative systems. D, credibility as well as capacity to pay for all the infrastructure within the standard time, because these countries are running on huge financial stability. And again, repatriation is easy. Exit strategy and repatriation is easy. Doing business in the Gulf is easy. And integration of people, process and technology is again commercially viable. Indian corporates should open their window in the Gulf states to have a global connection. It's a free trade zones, tax incentivized, again making sure proximity is valued to your advantage, and bilateral values can come in by establishing yourself in the Gulf states, and Doha Bank can facilitate that process as well.
Thank you, Dr. Seetharaman.
Thank you.